So. Right? Yeah. So, but he's able to work out. And he was like, you know, Dad, do this. I'm almost never leave 1,000 pounds. Ooh, one at lunch.
Oh my,
And
that's a lot of weight.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, your mom could maybe do 100 pounds. I could probably deadlift 40 pounds. That's a little over an hour.
All right, so back by popular request, we're
Yes.
going to start with a few minutes of rolling. Today, though, you can roll what you want to roll. So I will I'll do what I'm going to do for rolling, but if you have a particular area that you would like to spend some extra time on, please just feel free to spend your time in that area. Don't feel free, like, if I switch to my glutes, maybe I need to spend some extra time there. Don't feel like you need to also spend that extra time here. So we're gonna take 2 minutes to do this. Make sure you don't get behind your ankle, get the Achilles if it's feeling stiff, kind of go through the areas that are leading up to those joints that like to be a little bit of stiff or achy. So that's gonna be the Achilles for the ankles, the calves for the knees, the quads for the knees, the hamstring, just because it's a big muscle that likes to be a little bit ornery sometimes. So, and then also if you have one leg that tends to be your troublemaker, go ahead. If you want to spend the whole minute on that leg, have at it. You have your 2 minutes here. So, and I've been talking, so hopefully you've been rolling while I've been talking. We're rolling. Kind of make this your little roll time right here. I could rename it, Rolling Tuesdays or something like that. Since I feel like I don't have a clever name anymore. Uh-oh.
Not to be confused with eating rolls or anything.
Yes,
like
no.
that.
You just do mobility with Melissa,
Yes.
or maybe mobility by Melissa.
There we go. Yeah. Someday maybe we'll just have to do like a whole 15-minute like whole session, and we'll just spend like a lot of time in all the places all together. But for now, this will be fine. I know I could spend like all my rolling time on my left side. Always the left side. That's my troublemaker.
Why do you keep burning your lips in this way?
I don't know. It's just the ornery side.
I claim genetics.
Yeah. There's some things you just can't do anything about. Okay, you have about 40 more seconds here to kind of hit any areas that you would like to hit. Keep the foam roller, quads, glutes, hamstrings, some of that shoulder. I'll give you a little tricky.
And I'm doing it right way because I still have shoulder pain.
Yeah. Quickly stand up and go against the wall. All right, we are going to set our roller aside. Please feel free to come back to your roller at the end if you need to, even after we're done. You don't have to leave. You can stay up here and roll if you need to, or stretch, or whatever it is you want to do. Totally fine. All right, we're going to start down on our mat. We're going to roll back. We're going to tuck that tailbone under the knee. Rib cage to hip bone, lower back, gently rest against the floor. And we're just going to start alternating, picking up a foot off the ground, focusing on those deep core muscles, belly button is going in. And hip flexors are staying out of it. Really focusing on the deep core muscles. Remembering to breathe as you do this. Just get them warmed up here. Get them ready for a little bit more intense movement. Whoever's running on the treadmill should be outside today. It's very nice outside. I don't know who it is, but I'm judging. Well, that is true. You can't watch TV.
I watched Top Gun last night.
Oh, man.
The old one.
The old one?
What? Get ready.
That's true. You're preparing to watch the new one.
That movie is 36 years old.
And Tom Cruise has aged amazingly.
Yeah.
Like,
So have I. That's
I
right
mean,
along with it.
Yes, exactly.
About the same age. Wow. Here. I might have married in 85.
All right, you're gonna bring both those
But
feet,
now to Tom Cruise.
not to Tom Cruise, different Tom. Not to be mistaken.
You didn't know.
I didn't go there because I didn't know your husband's name is Tom, so. All right, both feet up to tabletop, pressing that lower back down into the mat. This is a little bit more difficult. Dropping both feet down. Go at a nice slow controlled pace. Go at your pace. Don't have to go at mine or anybody else's. Really focus on it. Focus on keeping that pelvis nice and stable. Focus on keeping that belly button in. You have to take a deep breath and just go super, super slow to make sure nothing moves. That isn't the reminder here is that on the exhale, that's when you get that really good core contraction. You're doing your movement up or down on the exhale. That's kind of when you're going to get most stability out of that movement. All right, now we're gonna add a little extra challenge here. We're gonna bring our legs up straight and we're gonna alternate dropping a leg down to the ground. This is gonna be level 1 here. Neck and shoulders is resting on the ground. Level 2, would like to bring that neck and shoulders, shoulder blades up off the ground. You may. Level 3, if you want to reach up towards leg that is in here. You have all sorts of options here that you can do to fill this minute. Because we're gonna do this for a minute. If this gets to be too much, just add that bend back into your knee. You're just alternating side to side. You can really add and take away from this as much as you want to. Got 30 more seconds here. We are going to get that core super activated. Almost there. seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, rest. Stretch long from those fingers to those toes. Breathing nice and deep. Right, so bring those heels back up towards our seat. Bring your shoulder blades up off the ground, taking your hands, reaching them towards your heel, kind of getting at the sides of that waistline here. Kind of squeezing from rib to hip bone as you shift side to side. The higher you get those shoulder blades off the ground, the more you're going to feel it in the core. If you're looking to add a little extra challenge, see if you can raise those shoulder blades up even just a smidgen. I promise you'll feel it, even if it's like a centimeter. We've got 20 more seconds. Going at your pace. Don't forget to breathe. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Take a rest. Some full body stretch if you need it. We're going to hit all the core exercises. Just for a minute though, so they're not super long. And then we're not even going to come back to them. So we're only going to hit them once. That sounds okay, doesn't it? All right, bringing ourselves up, we're going to go into a bicycle crunch. 1 minute. The lower those legs go to the ground, the harder it is. So pick where you would like to be. Pace yourself. If it gets to be too much with the arms, just do the legs or take a little break. We're getting there. Remember to breathe through it. You've got 15 more seconds. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and done. Go ahead, rest. Oh, we're gonna take full body stretches between all of these, just to be nice and feel good. Oh, we're just gonna enjoy it. All right. On to our front side. As we go, take this opportunity to give yourself a nice little up dog, a little deeper stretch. We'll come back to this little stretch. From here, you're going to shift. Do this on your hand or on your elbows. Your choice. It's just one. Nothing too crazy. And we're going to do it a few times because we're not going to hold the full minute through. We'll take a couple little breaks for this one. Points are hard. So, belly button in towards that spine, shoulder blades down and back. You need to adjust down to your knees as long as you keep that tailbone tucked under. That is perfectly fine. Just rest, go down, shift into that upward dog. Force it back into child's pose. Nice big breath. your choice of where you would like to plank. Use that mirror to check your posture. Go for 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Upward dog or child's pose. Choose whichever one feels good to you right now. We're gonna do it one more time. So find your plank, elbows or hands, or knees, all are good. Keeping that core engaged. Go for 10 more seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, sit back in child's pose or upward dog. Everyone feels good to you today. Pop up that showed up on my screen. All right, you're going to bring it up onto your mat. You're going to bring one foot forward, and then you're going to squeeze your glute on the knee that is down, and then gently lean forward, kind of getting a nice little hip flexor stretch there in the front. See how long you can squeeze that glute, and then your glute lets go. Reset and try again. And depending on your level of flexibility, like Marianne has a lot of flexibility there in her hip flexor. She's going all the way forward. So as you can go forward as long as you don't overextend in your back. Some of us can, some of us can't. All have different levels. 100 people. We have tight hip flexors, Carl. What can we do?
That'd be like right here.
Like right up in here. Yeah. Yep. And a lot of people have tight hip flexors also from sitting at their desks. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I have tight hip flexors.
It's all that sitting. Oh, switch sides, give that other side some attention. Take note, maybe you need to come back to that first side, or maybe the second side, one was tighter than the other. Pay attention to, like, does your glute stay active on one side better than the other? Things to work on or add to our stretching and mobility routines. Relax your neck and shoulders. They're not joined to this party. You should be not doing anything right now. Oh, very nice. All right, we are going to go on to all fours on our mat. Everyone's favorite, right? We're going to do it starting with just our leg. We're going to do a long lever. Raising that leg up. Squeezing that glute. Not letting our lower back arch. So maybe our movement is a little bit smaller than what we think it should be. That's okay, as long as we're keeping in good form. So I know we like to think we need to go like, woo, like all the way up here like a ballerina, but many of us don't have that level of flexibility. So take a peek in the mirror, Check your posture. We're gonna go for 20 more seconds. So pace yourself. And then when we get there, we're just gonna go right into the other side. So we're gonna switch sides when I say. And switch sides. Really focus on squeezing that glute as you raise your leg, keeping that belly button pulled in towards your spine. That's gonna help keep you nice and level, so our hips are not tipping from side to side, not like shifted open on one side. Got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're gonna go into an alternating arm and leg for 1 minute. Focus on staying nice and stable, even through that transition. So slow down if you need to. Keeping that core engaged. Shoulder blades down and back. So many things to think about. Got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your toes under. We're going to shift. Downward dog. Going a nice stretch to the back side of our legs. Pressing those heels down to the ground. Even if they don't touch the ground, that's fine. And just going in that direction. Head in between our elbows. Tailbone is up towards the ceiling. All right, coming back down onto all fours. This time we are going to bend our knee. So our knee is going to, or foot, knee, whatever, it's going to stay up here and it's just going to pulse towards the ceiling. Now, it's a really little pulse because we're focusing on squeezing our butt to make the pulse happen, if that makes sense. So it may not even like look like much. That's okay. As long as you can feel it, that's what matters. Go for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and switch sides. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and go right into upward dog for a second. A nice stretch. And then we're gonna bring it back down. We're gonna do opposite arm to opposite leg again. This time we're gonna extend and then crunch. And then we're gonna switch. We're gonna extend and then crunch. So you're really gonna have to focus on your balance. It does not have to be a big movement, a fast movement. It's a focused movement. The little crunch in there is really gonna like challenge your balance. Kind of the point. If you can get that elbow to touch that toe. Touch that toe. Touch that knee. Woo, that would be talented. And 4 seconds here. All right, very nice. Go right into that downward dog. Oh, enjoying that nice stretch. You want to add, like pressing a heel down, like switching from side to side. That often looks good through the back side of the legs and in the abs. And then we're going to pull one knee through into pigeon. From pigeon, you can stay up here on your hands. You can go down to your elbows. You can go flat out on the floor. Wherever your flexibility is going to let you go today. And we're going to switch sides. All right, we're going to grab our band. Hopefully it's close by. We're going to finish out with a few stretching, strengthening exercises. So looping that band around the bottom of your feet, bringing them up nice and straight. Just bringing them straight might be a really good stretch for some of us. Once we get our feet up towards the ceiling, we are going to start pulsing them to the outside. So core is engaged lightly, helping pull those feet up there. And feeling this in the sides of our hips as those feet pulse out. So we're going to lean one foot up, put the other leg down, gently pull on that band, giving it a nice little stretch. And carefully, like if you have control, you can flex and point your toe. But if you don't have control with your band, then don't do this. It depends on the shoes you have on. If you don't have shoes, it would even probably work better. And we're gonna switch sides, giving a nice stretch on the other side to the back side of your leg, bending and pointing our toe as long as you have control of that band. Don't pull on it too tight. You don't want it to come back and get you in the face. Finding that spot where you feel a good stretch. Head, that band falls to the side. Using your core to bring yourself up to a seated position. You're gonna put those legs out nice and wide, reaching towards your toe and taking the opposite arm, bringing it up and over, feeling a nice stretch maybe in your lower back if it needs it. And walking ourselves across the front, switching sides, reaching towards the other foot, bringing the arm up and over. So it wasn't so mean. I mean, we went pretty hard after the core at first, but then we simmered down a little bit. Did lots of stretching too. Bringing those feet together, sitting up nice and tall. Reaching towards those toes at the hips, waist, not the waist, the hips. And just like that, we used up our half an hour, but please feel free to continue to stretch, roll, or strengthen as you need.
Yes.